I need to finalize those plans with him. Recorded is we hear things that we don't say to each other's faces. Triggered him and it upset him.
It's a bittersweet relief, but it's a relief.
Sister Wives, TLC tells Browns to prepare for a major transition. Shocking details. TLC just dropped a bombshell on the Brown family, telling them to prepare for a, quote, major transition. And the Sister Wives fandom is in absolute chaos trying to figure out what this means. Is the show getting canceled? Are they bringing in new wives? Is this about Kody finally being held accountable? Or is TLC planning something and no one saw coming? Inside sources are leaking information that suggests this transition is going to change everything we know about Sister Wives, and what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. The timeline, the clues, the evidence. It all points to something massive happening behind the scenes. What's up, Sister Wives family? Welcome back to the channel, and OH my gosh, do we have some explosive news to break down today? If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button right now because this story is developing by the hour and you do not want to miss what's coming. Well, apparently TLC has told the Brown family to prepare for a major transition, and quite literally nobody has any idea what that means. But we have receipts, inside info, and a whole lot of theories that are making some serious sense when you connect the dots. So, before we delve into this mystery, smash that like button because we need this video to reach as many Sister Wives fans as possible. The more engagement we get, the more likely we are to get answers about what TLC is planning. And trust me, you're going to want to discuss this in the comments. Today we're going to break down everything we know about this mysterious major transition, analyze the clues TLC has been dropping, explore what the Brown family members have been saying and not saying, examine what industry insiders are revealing, and give you our predictions about what this could possibly mean for the future of Sister Wives. This is going to be good. Let's get into it. The mysterious announcement. So, here is what is known for sure. 3 weeks ago, various sources close to the production confirmed that executives at TLC had a meeting with key Brown family members and told them to prepare for a major transition about to occur with the Sister Wives franchise. Now, the fact that TLC used the word transition instead of change or update is very interesting, and we'll get into why that matters in a moment. What's even more interesting is that apparently not all Brown family members were in this meeting. Our sources say the meeting included Kody, Robin, Christine, and Janelle, but conspicuously excluded Mary. The adult children were also not present, though some of them were reportedly briefed afterward by their mothers. The meeting was tense but professional, according to one source, with TLC executives presenting what they called necessary evolution for the franchise. Whatever that means, right? And here's what makes this whole situation even more mysterious. Immediately after this meeting, several Brown family members made sudden changes to their social media behavior. Christine deleted several posts. Janelle went completely silent for over a week. Robin made her Instagram private for 48 hours before making it public again. And Kody? He posted a cryptic message about embracing change that he quickly deleted. And when fans began to ask for explanations about these strange behaviors, they received either total silence or vague responses like just dealing with some family stuff or waiting for the right time to share. Well, the Sister Wives community on Reddit went into overdrive trying to figure it out. Immediately, fans were looking for every clue, from filming schedules to production crew social media, and everything in between that could give them an idea about what this major transition could mean. And let me tell you, some of the theories people came up with are wild. But here's the thing, some of them might actually be right. Show format change. The first major theory circulating is that TLC is completely overhauling the format of Sister Wives, and honestly, this theory has a lot of evidence supporting it. Think about it. Sister Wives was pitched in the beginning as a show about a functional plural family navigating life together. But that's not what the show is anymore, is it? The family has completely dissolved. Christine left. Janelle left. Mary is basically out. It's just Kody and Robin now, and let's be real, nobody wants to watch a show about just the two of them. Insiders close to the show have been saying for months that TLC has grown increasingly worried about the show's trajectory. Ratings were declining, viewer sentiment had dramatically turned against Kody, and the show was becoming more about family dysfunction than plural marriage. So, what might a format change look like? One highly contemplated option is to split them into different spin-off shows. Picture it, Christine. Life after plural marriage, about Christine's new life and possibly new relationship. Janelle, building independence, showing her journey to self-discovery and financial freedom. And maybe even keeping a scaled-down Sister Wives that focuses on Kody and Robin's imploding marriage. That way, TLC could continue to make money from the Brown family story, but be upfront about how the concept of the show has changed. At the same time, it would give the individual family members more control over their own stories, as many of them have been demanding. There have even been rumors that the show will shift to a Real Housewives style format, where they film separately and only occasionally get together for some confrontational group events. This would create more drama, with less coordination required between family members who can barely stand to be in the same room anymore. Another format possibility? Making Sister Wives into a documentary retrospective type show. TLC could make a limited series to look back at what the family has been through and conduct new interviews, giving closure on many counts to the longtime viewers. This would be a dignified end to the franchise while still creating significant viewer interest. Examples of evidence to support the format change include reports that TLC has been meeting with production companies that specialize in reality show reboots, and they've been conducting extensive focus groups to test different concepts with audiences. Cast changes. The second major theory is that TLC is planning significant cast changes, and this is where things get really interesting. Rumors have persisted for weeks now that Mary is finally done with the show. She's already spiritually and emotionally separated from Kody. She's built a successful life away from the family, and sources say she's ready to move on completely. If Mary is out, that would be a major transition since she has been there since day one of Sister Wives. She is an original cast member, and her exit would signal the true end of the original Brown family configuration. But where things take an even more interesting turn, word has it that TLC has had conversations with a number of the now-grown Brown children to give them greater roles on the program. Apparently, Gwendolyn, Michael T., and Aspen have all been approached for larger roles. This would make sense from TLC's perspective. The adult children are popular with viewers, they're willing to be honest about family dynamics in ways the parents aren't, and they represent the next generation dealing with the fallout of plural marriage. Just envision a version of Sister Wives revolving around the adult children and their relationships with their parents as they grapple with trauma from growing up in a dysfunctional plural family, making their choices regarding relationships and family structure. That would be compelling television that does not require pretending the original family is still intact. There's also been speculation, and this is wild, that TLC might be considering bringing in a new wife for Kody. Now, before you say that's crazy, think about this. It would create massive drama, it would. Bring viewers back to see how Robin reacts, and it would give Kody a chance to prove or more likely disprove his commitment to plural marriage. Per one unverified source, TLC producers have quietly been investigating whether any women would be willing to court Kody for the show. This source said it would be positioned as saving the show by returning to its roots, but really, it would just be creating drama for ratings. Can you imagine Robin's reaction if TLC brought in another woman? The show would absolutely explode with conflict and emotion. It would be terrible for the actual people involved, but would probably get the highest rating Sister Wives has seen in years. Network change/platform theory number 3 is that the major transition is not about any content in the show at all, but rather where the show will air. For months, there have been rumors that TLC is considering making Sister Wives an exclusive or a hybrid show on its streaming platform, Discovery Plus. This would give the producers the ability to make longer episodes and include more explicit content, targeting a more dedicated fan base who would pay to stream. The transition to streaming would also provide an avenue for more experimental content formats. They can drop full seasons at a time so people can binge watch. They could create shorter companion episodes that go deeper into certain storylines and even create interactive content where viewers vote on what topics get covered. Some observers believe TLC may be setting up Sister Wives to end on traditional cable, but then continue as a streaming-only exclusive. This would not be out of step with broader industry trends towards streaming, and would allow the popular reality show to serve as a tentpole series for Discovery Plus to lure in subscribers. There's also been speculation that the Brown family has been approached by a completely different network or platform to move the show. Some networks, like Lifetime or WeTV, have been quite aggressive about acquiring established reality shows. A streaming service like Hulu or Netflix might see some value in the Sister Wives brand. If the show were to change platforms, that would definitely constitute a major transition that the family would have to prepare for, not just with new contracts and production teams, but possibly new creative directions as well. What the Brown family is saying. So what are the Brown family members actually saying about this mysterious transition? Not much, but their silence and vague statements are very telling. Christine has been the most forthcoming of all, yet still in a very cryptic manner. During one recent Instagram Live, when probed about the future of Sister Wives, she revealed, "There are some exciting changes coming that I think fans will really appreciate. I can't say much yet, but I'm looking forward to being able to tell my own story more authentically." In essence, that statement would imply Christine is happy with whatever transition is planned, possibly meaning that she is getting her own spin-off or more control over her narrative. Janelle posted to Instagram, "Change can be scary, but also liberating. Sometimes transitions happen to us, and sometimes we create them ourselves. Either way, I'm ready for what's next." That's pretty vague, but the emphasis on being ready suggests she's had time to prepare and is on board with whatever is happening. Robin has remained utterly silent about the transition, which is rare because she usually is quite vocal when defending the show and family. Her silence may indicate that she is not happy with the changes, or has been specifically told not to say anything. Kody made one statement during a recent public appearance where someone asked about the future of the show. He said, "TLC has some ideas about where things are going, and we're in discussions about what that looks like. I can't control everything, and sometimes you just have to roll with the changes life brings you." That is an interesting statement, because Kody almost sounds as if he is separating himself from whatever decisions are being made. Because of this, he might not be happy about the transition either. Mary has not said a word about the transition, and many fans interpret this as confirmation that she's completely done with the show. The adult children have been similarly tight-lipped, with most of them declining to comment when asked directly. However, Gwendolyn did say in a podcast interview, "I think the show needs to evolve or end. The original concept doesn't exist anymore, and viewers deserve honesty about that." Industry insider information. I've spoken with several reality TV industry insiders for their perspective on what this transition might entail, and their insights are fascinating. One former TLC executive I spoke with suggested the network is likely looking at a soft reboot strategy. This person explained, "When a long-running reality show's premise fundamentally changes, you have two options: cancel it or rebrand it. TLC has invested too much in Sister Wives to just cancel, so a major transition probably means rebranding the show around what it's actually about now: family breakdown and individual journeys." A reality TV producer who has worked with several networks explained to me, "In network speak, the words major transition usually translate to big, sometimes radical, changes to a show's contracts, format, or even cast. It's a way to frame what one's about to say so that people won't like it, but they'll have to live with it." He even suggested that the production company, TLC, was scaling back budgets for Sister Wives, which would entail less filming time, smaller crews, and perhaps less money altogether for the cast members. That would definitely constitute a major transition to which one would need to prepare and adjust. Another insider had a suggestion for something even more dramatic. TLC might be gearing up to make Sister Wives their first reality show that tackles its own dysfunction straight on. Instead of pretending things are fine, they could lean into the collapse and make that the show a family processing their breakdown in real time. This is unprecedented in reality TV, but could be incredibly compelling. Imagine watching therapy sessions, mediated family meetings, and honest discussions of what went wrong filmed for television. It's uncomfortable, but real in a way Sister Wives has never been. Our predictions, so after taking a closer look at all the evidence, statements, theories, and inside scoop, here is what we think is most likely going on. Most likely, TLC is fracturing Sister Wives into several shows or segments. Christine and Janelle are getting a show or shows that focus on their independent lives. Even the name might change. Kody and Robin will be scaled back, perhaps getting a smaller show or being weaned off the airwaves. The adult children will be more involved with all of the content. That way, TLC can continue to make money from the Brown family brand while recognizing reality. Second most likely, the show is transitioning to a mostly streaming format on Discovery Plus with the occasional special on cable. This would explain why it's being framed as a transition rather than a cancellation, as in same show, different platform, probably different format. Dark horse possibility. TLC is planning on canceling the show Sister Wives completely and is using the term transition to cushion the blow. The final season would be a retrospective, documentary-style series that provides closure to the story. This would explain the tense meeting and mixed reactions by the family members. Wild card theory. TLC is bringing in fresh blood, either new wives, new families, or a complete cast overhaul where the show becomes about plural marriage generally rather than the Brown family specifically. One thing is for sure, something big is shifting. TLC just made it official, and the Browns will be readying themselves for it whether they like it or not. The bottom line, Sister Wives as we know it is changing in a major way, and we'll probably know the full details within the next few weeks as TLC makes their official announcement. What do you think this major transition is? Are you excited or worried about changes to Sister Wives? Do you think the show should continue or end? Drop your theories and reactions in the comments below. If you made it this far, you are a true Sister Wives superfan. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on because as soon as TLC makes their official announcement, we'll be breaking it down in detail. Hit that like button, check out these other Sister Wives videos, and I'll see you in the next one with more updates. Sister Wives family, this is going to be huge. Stay tuned.